Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Crate Expectations. I'm here with my co-host's lifter unit, Sarah, and I
Hello.
hope that she's actually turned her volume on today.
You could fully hear me last time.
I could, but I am gifted with extraordinary hearing or something, because no one else could hear you.
Everyone should be able to hear me.
You know what? Actually, last time I couldn't hear you. I was just I could tell when you wanted me to laugh, so I just kind of and then I said whatever I wanted to. So,
So, status quo.
anyways, just uh,
Oh,
it feels like it's been a really long time since we've actually. I mean, like the one good thing about all of the not being able to hear last time was we got so many comments in the comment section that it ended up getting a lot of clicks anyways, just because we mounted the algorithm almost by accident.
oh man, it's true. It's
I
fine.
know.
We can just regurgitate every. No, we're not going to regurgitate everything. There's too much.
Yeah, I mean, I know you're in, like your baby phase and all that, but like regurgitation's kind of gross anyways. So,
Yeah, that's true. That's
hmm.
true. But also there's just so much news now because they put out the road ahead literally right after we recorded.
I know. And then we were gonna record on Wednesday, no, on Tuesday to publish on Wednesday, and didn't end up working out. The lifted unit didn't want to play nicely, so
No,
now we're publishing on a Friday, and there's just a pile of news.
I know. I feel like I don't know how we're gonna fit it all in.
That's what she said. Okay.
um, what what do you even want to talk about? Can we not talk about Nisa, by the way? Because I'm kind of like, meh.
Really, that's like we're gonna have to talk about Ewoks eventually, Sarah.
I guess.
What do you don't like Ewoks? Yeah, that's right. You were like shocked when I used Ewoks to kill a lone Grievous to like finish off a Grievous, weren't you? I remember that now.
Yeah, but I'm not like I don't like Ewoks, but they're
Hmm.
not like I'm not like enthused by them. Don't at me. Trigger warning,
I.
people.
It's not like I don't like Sarah. I'm just like I'm not like enthused by her, but I wouldn't say I'm enthused by you. Gosh.
Anyway,
Let's move on. That's fine. We don't have to talk about Ewoks. There's a lot. Like there's the stream that the developers had today, the
oh
charity
yeah,
stream,
they did their
and
what was it, Extra Life stream or whatever.
whatever it is, yeah. And Meatface, of course, trolled us all with a number behind his back. No, it was it an X-wing? It was just literally uh 5, and it just happened to be red.
Yeah,
And honestly, I thought it was a little funny. I don't know.
I
I
mean
I'm like,
it's a little creative.
yeah, it was it I don't know. I don't want to give him too much credit, but it did make me chuckle. I really did. So
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's funnier. I will say it is funnier that it was a literal number versus an X-wing.
yeah, I agree. Actually, I pulled it up here so you can see that that's him within the context of the stream.
Mm-hmm.
So red 5. I
What was
did ask Crumb when I showed up. I asked Crumb. It was toward the end of their stream. I was like, "Hey, so is there gonna be a? Is it gonna be like a puzzle or something?"
Okay.
And he was like, well, so what he said was, it was a little cryptic. He was like, well, I've been thinking about doing a puzzle lately. So you can kind of, like, you can almost think that this is like a predecessor to it. Or that's not his exact words, but he said something a little bit like, there might be a hint
That's
here.
interesting.
Like, maybe. It made me think that, at least. Whether or not, like, so it was toward the end of the stream. If anyone wants to go watch it, I'm not going to, like, link it or whatever. But, it was, like, a little less than 2 hours into the stream. But, it's, like, minute 40 something. So, anyways.
Hmm. That is. It is funny because I know a few people were wondering if Crumb would have another puzzle.
It was absolutely not definitive. But, anyways. Anyways, I mean, so okay, let's just speculate for 1 second. Like, even though we have a million news things, what if they did release Red 5? How would they release it?
Ooh. I feel like you couldn't do Red 5 as a galactic chase.
No?
I don't know. I feel like that would just be like too,
Yeah, I agree.
anticlimactic for it.
Yeah, I mean, probably something like the Falcons
Right.
mission, maybe.
Like, I don't know. I'm just thinking, other than Red 5, the character that I can think of in game that everyone was like clamoring for and wanting in game so badly was Jedi Knight Luke, and then he finally happened and he got his hero's journey. And I feel like, imagine if they're like, yeah, you're getting Jedi Knight Luke and he's a marquee. Like, it would just be so like, really? You're making him a marquee? I feel like it would be the same thing for Red 5.
Yeah, you need some kind of a release. Like, would you be content with him as like as a conquest
Yeah,
release?
I think Conquest would be good if you didn't do a legendary type event. Or Millennium, whatever Millennium Falcon was.
Would you be pretty excited to start gearing up Luke, Farm Boy Luke?
Farm Boy Luke. I feel like we're gonna have to. In general. I mean, okay, so I actually was thinking about this and talking to Pico about it. And a lot of these older characters now, there's really nothing stopping us from taking them to Gear 12 because we're getting so much of this gear that they need from the crate raid. Like, it's all there, especially with the Mark 1 currency.
Right.
You could just spam them to Gear 12 at the minimum and then get them to relics after
Right.
that.
Well, yeah, none of them require Chirotech.
Yeah, so it's just so nice. Like, I was taking my Phoenix up earlier just because I could.
Nice. That's cool, I guess. I mean, they kind of want Zetas and stuff. I don't even know who you take out as the last, like like with Captain Rex and stuff. Yeah, but yeah, you're right that a lot of those older characters are more approachable. And it was really interesting to me. Like, so CG's like, all right, the people we're releasing for Galactic Legend Leia, they're going to be Rex is one of the marquees, and Nisa, the Ewok who shall not be named, and
I need to send you a photo, by the way. I have a photo of Roxanne, my dog, in a Halloween costume, and I swear she looks like Nisa.
what it sounds like, her name sounds like it's like a gun trying to say niece.
Or nice.
Yeah, Nisa, your humble servant. But
It does sound like a gun. You're right.
yeah, yikes.
Beautiful.
Yeah, I also think it's fun. Like that, like it cemented the fact that pink is just universally a girl color. It's like, yeah, she wears pink. Like Ewok chicks dig pink too. Clearly, I don't know. It's just pretty silly. But other than that, though, we also have what's his name, Drogon,
Oh
Dragon,
yeah, Khal Drogo
Khal Drogo, right?
and Khaleesi.
With Khaleesi, Khaleesi, right? Yeah. So So those they're like, hey, okay, here's the three characters that we're going to be releasing as the requirement. You know, kind of like Jabba. I mean, they didn't specify precisely who the marquees were, but like a lot of people guessed what they were going to be
Right.
for Jabba, and so you know, it wasn't a huge surprise. And when so they told us all this, so I released a video. I was like, all right, guys, here's the rest of the requirements as far as I know, and everyone was like, nah, like they're gonna require like universally everyone was like, Scout Trooper has to be part
Mm-hmm.
of it, and probably like Stormtrooper Luke, and like they were given this whole laundry list of things, and I'm like, they're not gonna give us like five marquee characters that we have to farm to unlock Leia. Like I could see Scout Trooper. Like I would have guessed that honestly if they hadn't released like Drogo or Dragon Man, whatever his name is. if
The made
if
up
they
character.
yeah, you're right. The fiction character who's like helpful. Like he's not in the movies, but he's helpful. He is. If they hadn't announced him, I would have absolutely guessed that the like because you always have to farm like the enemy of the Galactic Legend. I would have guessed that it would be Scout Trooper, 100%. But they already gave us three that they're going like. I mean, this is going to be ridiculous if they don't somehow give us Scout Trooper. I think like this is, in my opinion, what they've been waiting for. They've been waiting for forever for an Endor release. Like,
Yeah.
there's a ton of stuff that they could release from Endor that they haven't, and I've been assuming they're just waiting. And now that we're finally here, they're not going to give us Scout Trooper. They're going to give us Dragon Man. Like, I don't know.
Yeah. Clearly.
Yeah,
That's I don't know if you know, but that's what we want.
I didn't know that's what I wanted until not even until I heard about it until you told me I wanted it.
Yeah.
So
It's what you want. Dragon Man.
thanks. Honestly, like that's part of why I like doing crate with you, so I can find out what I want. Whenever
Man.
when it doesn't come up, I'm always like, oh man, what do I want? She didn't give me the answer today. Um,
You'll never know. Uh,
no, it's Dragon Man, obviously. So, how do you feel about it? Do you want Scout Trooper? What do you want? I want the Scout Trooper who punched Baby Yoda.
oh man. Um.
Yeah.
Um. Okay, so I was thinking about it, and I had to go back and read the road ahead again to actually double check. And they do say that Dragon Dude is gonna be part of her squad.
Right.
So obviously he's gonna, I would assume, be a requirement. Because at first I was like, well, they didn't really specify that he would be a requirement and like specifically for her and all this kind of stuff. And I was like, oh yeah, they did. Because I thought it would
Mm-hmm.
be a little bit random to have one of their made up characters be a requirement for a galactic legend. But
Yeah.
apparently that's what we do. That's what we want.
Oh,
Apparently.
let me take notes.
um, no, I feel like I don't know. Basically, at first, I'm trying to think of how to phrase it because I don't want to say I was annoyed by it because I wasn't annoyed by it. I just thought it was weird.
Were you super enthused about
I
it?
was super enthused. Um, um, but no, but Pico made a really good point. I was talking to him about it last night, and he was like, basically, like they're giving you a rebel trooper dude that was there on Endor, and they're just giving him a name, like. And I was like, fair. But
like instead of
fair.
resistance trooper,
Yeah,
it's or rebel trooper, it's Dragon Man.
correct. Strakaris.
I can't say I'm super enthused. So
Oh man. Yeah, I don't know. It just feels weird though.
all right, so let's move on from like okay, we could be disappointed or not as we see fit. Each man to his own.
Right.
Each man or woman to like I'm I think I'll just be fine with it, frankly. Like, I thought Lord Vader was. I still think it's a super dumb galactic legend. Like, what's he galactic legend? Like, how is he? No one
Right.
even knows who the hell Vader is later on. Like, he's not a legend. It's obnoxious. He's like been alive for a couple hours till
Right.
he gets. So I thought it was stupid, but I'm. I mean, maybe it sounds like I'm not over it, but like I obviously like I have Relic 9 Lord Vader. Like I'm good with it in the context of the game. You know, like
Hmm.
he can be a galactic legend. He you know, that's fine.
Right. And
Vader should be a galactic legend. Frankly, some version of Vader should.
right. And I'm not gonna sit here and be like, well, I'm not gonna go get Leia because I don't want to farm this random character. Like,
Right.
you know, I'm not gonna put myself in that camp. Like, that's fine if that's what they're doing. I'll get
Yeah.
the requirements done and I'll go get Leia.
Right. Well, exactly. So beyond that though,
Hmm.
I just keep thinking. I'm wondering if CLS is dead now.
Yeah, everyone keeps saying that because
Oh, do
like
they? I haven't seen that.
I've seen it a couple of times now. Like, um, well, more than a couple, but that CLS is just gonna get wrecked now.
Or
Which
maybe
I
he'll
mean,
just go in the. Maybe he'll just be in the same squad as his sister.
yeah, I guess I don't know. Um, I don't know. I want
I
to.
saw this meme where it was like Anakin and Palpatine were talking, and Anakin's like, "I bet our grandkids are gonna kiss," and then Palpatine was like, "I bet your kids are gonna kiss."
Oh man.
It's real awkward. Um,
It's too
but
awkward.
okay, so like here's the thing though, like so it's really not tough to think that Chupio isn't gonna go on a squad with a galactic legend with these crazy stats to be able to just redistribute all these stats and make them even
Yeah.
stronger. And then C3PO is also such a really nice lifter for
Mhm.
Rebels. Like he does so many good stuff, and it just makes me think. I'm wondering if Han and Chewie will just go hang out with Dash,
Right.
and CLS is like, so what now?
So, oh man, I can't remember who said it. Somebody said it to me. They're like, "Do you just like take CLS and stick them with Star Killer?"
I mean, you could.
Like, what do you
I've
do?
tried. I've actually tried it before. It's not that great, but yeah.
Like, what do you do? Man, I don't. What do you do? Like a CLS? I can't even think of like a CLS scrub. Do you stick them with Akbar?
Have him hang out with like Saw.
Right? Like, man, talk about
Yeah.
wow, that would be brutal. Um, I I feel like I want to know what the rest of the requirements are, obviously, but I also want to know what Dragon Dude's kit is gonna be because I feel like if he's gonna go, like they said that he's supposed to go with her, his kit's gotta be pretty solid.
Well, sure. I mean, and if it goes like Jabba's kit, I mean, like Boosh is part of Jabba's kit. They just
Right.
didn't want to put all of the stuff on Jabba himself, and so, like and so is Scando for that matter. I mean, and
Hmm.
Chrysanthemum. They're all just so inextricably tied to Jabba
Right.
that and Dragon Man. I mean, he's. I would think I would laugh if it's like, hey, Chupia goes over to with Leia, but then Dragon Man ends up with CLS.
Yeah.
Like CLS is like, yay,
Random dude.
well, yeah, I lost one of my pets, but we got a Dragon Man now, so we're good. Um,
Oh man.
no,
Yeah, I know. I have no
it's
idea
just weird.
what they're gonna do. It feels weird when they like I don't know to see these really strong squads get broken up. Because CLS is still a good squad, as old
Well,
as that squad is.
it's been relevant for a really long time.
Hmm.
And, like, I'll be really sad to see it go. Like, it doesn't really kill any Galactic Legends unless you just super juice the team with all the relics and everything, and then you just put the best mods. And then even still, it's like you can't fight like a really strong Galactic Legend, you
Right.
know? It's like, well, if you can't hammer through Hux in one barrage, then you're screwed, you know,
Hmm.
kind of thing. But yeah, I mean, it's still it's that's kind of almost the litmus test in a lot of ways. Like Bad Batch is one thing, but then if CLS can kill something easily in GAC, a lot of times people are like, I don't want to do that. Like CLS is a cheap counter to a lot of stuff.
Hmm. Yeah.
I
So
mean, I felt the same way when Padme got
destroyed.
disbanded.
Hmm.
Yeah. Maybe you could still use her with Gidme, so maybe that's the answer. Is CLS still has his day. He's just in the 3v3 character now. Oh,
Oh,
I made myself sad.
oh, that's just gonna make me real sad.
Okay, so let's move on then. What so you got Cal the Jedi. We had talked about that
Hmm.
last time.
Hmm.
What about did you how you're going to get Leviathan? How many stars are you going to get for Leviathan? Are you going to have enough saved?
I
7
think I'm
stars?
gonna get 5 stars. I have 8,000 crystals,
Nice.
so I could go to 5 star
Yeah.
unless I buy more crystals,
Yay.
which I don't know if I want to do because I just did that for Cal.
I'll try to get Ando to join us again. He'll talk you into it.
And will light the fire for me. Uh, I mean, it's it sounds like looking at the kit and everything. It doesn't look like there's anything in the kit that's going to be not um like as impactful at 5 star versus 7 star.
I think my biggest reservation is like, well, is it going to be is the how bad is the mirror match going to be? Because it's like
Yeah.
if you win the coin flip, if you have the same star level, and you win the coin flip, does that mean you just auto win?
Yeah. Um I have a pretty calm fleet shard that I feel like I wouldn't have to worry about that in terms like I think I could still get into top 5 no problem.
Right. Well, I mean, you care about fleet shard, and that's probably the wise thing to care about. I'm thinking about GAC and
Yeah.
how it's like, are we gonna just play chicken? Like, are we just going to all of us just hope that no one places the stupid ship? Because if they do, and then you have the ship
Hmm.
and you would lose the coin flip, then you're just screwed. Like it just seems
I will
miserable.
say I will be 100% placing it on defense.
Okay. I mean, even if you don't have a counter of your own.
Yep.
Okay.
It's going on defense and that's where it'll live.
You're like, well, if I can't counter it, then I don't have to play fleets, so we're good.
One last battle. No, I also like you and I are in very, very different GAC areas. Like I feel like you're expecting everyone around you to have it and have it at 7 stars, and I don't know how many people around me will have it.
I mean, yeah, you're right. I don't really know. I mean, you have to eventually. You're like, oh yeah, everyone will have it, but yeah, for a while it'll be pretty scarce.
Like
Um,
like I was facing people a couple weeks ago that one of them didn't even have profundity.
yeah,
And I'm
yeah.
like, I'm not way down there.
Oh, you don't think so? Okay.
But yeah, so I don't know. I don't think I will. I don't think I'll see very many of them at least initially. Not in the first month. And then if it is that bad, then I can decide what to do in August.
Yeah.
Are you going to go to 7 stars?
For my main account, yeah, for sure. For my alt, nah, I'll just go with however many crystals you choose to leave me.
I don't even know how many crystals you have. I should know this.
I
I've
know
been spending them.
you just spend it without looking. You're
I'm
just
just like,
like he'll have
do.
enough. I don't know where these are coming from, but he seems to have enough.
I'm like, I can still do refreshes in Conquest. We're good.
We're good. Yep, it hasn't shut me down yet. Yep, the bank hasn't told me no. So
Oh man. Yeah, no, I don't. Well, actually, my other thought is I want to know if it is going to make the fleet missions and territory battles possible. I feel like it has to.
yeah, I hope so. I really hope it does. Actually, like that's like phase two, especially. Like phase one is you can win phase one ship battle sometimes in
Right.
Darkside. That's like a little bit solved. Phase two, as far as I know, no one's beat that mission on like without
Yeah.
just a crazy amount of luck.
Yeah, I don't think I can't remember if someone in our guild beat it or not by accident. Like I don't want to say by accident, but you know what I mean. They just got it.
Right, like you weren't enthused by them.
I wasn't enthused.
Right, so all right, let's speaking of not enthused, we've got a trigger photo. And geez, so someone took this, and I know that we just have all these Riva photos, but it's like this person like unlocked Riva,
Hmm.
his guild unlocked Riva for him, and like he's not even trying. Like this is the most thrown in towel ever.
Yeah, they're not geared. Friggin' Reva's not even geared.
No
You know,
Omicron.
you know when you're getting Reva. Like you figure out the math of how many shards you're getting, and you start saving the gear. But I guess if you don't have Inquisitors, what are you doing with her?
But the thing is, they've been in a guild that gets enough shards for Riva that it's like a consistent thing,
Mm-hmm.
right? Like they just keep consistently, like getting these shards. It's not just like oh wow, I had no shards and suddenly magically I have 330. Wow, it's like they've been getting them, and they're just like I never really wanted a good character or something,
But also like Grand Inquisitors in the Journey Guide now.
right? Like there's not many excuses for this. It's a little bit hilarious, to be honest. And I'm looking here, and it's on a 9 million account, 9.3 million.
How big is Professor X again?
Just a little bit under that.
Okay. Yes.
Yeah, I think I was in the 8 mils when I unlocked Riva,
Mm-hmm.
but I had Grand Inquisitor, and I actually contributed a ton of Riva shards.
Yes, you contributed.
You know what, Sarah? I've contributed. You know what you did today, actually, to earn a Riva shard?
I do know what I did.
I was proud of you. You were such a rebel. Um, I was a bad influence. I was like, just don't even remod. Don't like just take the squad in. Just use Riva instead of Night Sister. Like, because they were saying like they want us to stream it still, and I'm like, no one in our guild even needs Riva anymore. Like everyone has Riva unlocked.
It's
So
optional.
like you want to stream it? Like I'm not definitely not gonna stream it. I don't want to switch mods either. So I have a bad attitude, and um, my bad attitude washed off on you, and you sent me a screenshot. I was like, yes.
I got the shard, okay, for reference. It did not fail.
Right. I'm gonna take credit for that, just like you took credit for the other shards
Yeah.
from me. Yeah. All right, guys. So we're gonna go over to Sarah's channel. We'll have more shenanigans for you over there. Go to the video description. It should be linked there, or you can. There should be some little things below us that you can click on that send us over there. Like, subscribe, comment, all the awesome stuff. Mount the algorithm, etc., etc. We'll be super enthused if you do.
Super enthused.
Super.